How's it going, old schoolers? You are kicking it old school with Russell J.S., and I am your host, Russell J.S. I'm sure you've already seen the last video I posted a couple days ago, where I was in the queue line at the Transformers 3D ride at Universal Studios, and you probably wonder why I didn't get the full video, that you just only got the queue line. Well, I'm going to answer that question to you. You see, when I went and did my trip to Orlando now a month ago, it was one of the biggest goals I had was to go ahead and make ride-through videos like you've seen on other YouTube channels. But as you could see, a lot of things. I mean, I want to do ride-through videos of the Revenge of the Mummy, Fast and Furious Supercharged, Men in Black Alien Attack, um, Skull Island, Reign of Kong. But, you know what happened at Universal, for the most part, where I almost walked out. At any rate, when I decided that I was going to go ahead and, instead of go back to the hotel and just vent, and just, here, let me pull my hair down. And just vent my frustrations, and then go to bed to get ready for Disney the next day, I did have a revelation after I vaped and had some water and had a snack. I went to the original park, and it was the same thing, 40-minute wait long, ride, lines, and some rides were still, closed for refurbishment and all that garbage, when I looked ahead of time on the website that everything was going to be open, that they weren't going to do any refurbishment until, until the fall season, when there was less people coming. But the topic of this video is the last video that I put out, which was where I'm in the queue for the Transformers ride. If you notice, there were a lot of people that didn't mind the fact that I was filming. And then once I got into the ride vehicle, they set down the safety bar, closed the door, and you saw that one lady scold at me like, hey, put your phone down, put your phone down. And, I think to myself, and I've heard stuff about how they prohibit, making videos. I mean, Disney, if you saw the videos that I made for Disney, they didn't, I mean, well, like, say, the Haunted Mansion and Spaceship Earth and, Pirates of the Caribbean, you see where it says copyright, which I'm guessing that if I make it to where I can make a living doing YouTube videos, they're probably gonna, Disney is probably gonna want a taste of that, because Disney, how they are. But yeah, I did get scolded for, because there I was filming just before the ride started, and you would think, hey, that's free advertisement for them. You would think that the theme parks love it when we make ride-through videos on some of the, cool rides, because that would be like, free advertisement. But you know what? No, it was not. It was anything but. And despite the fact that that was the first time I rode the ride, I told you I rode it twice, and it was awesome. But I was like, okay, whatever, I mean, I was gonna delete that footage when I got home, but I still had it on my phone, and I was like, you know what, heck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on the channel, and then I'll make another video explaining what happened. And also in this video, on the subject of the Transformers, I wanted to do a review. I mean, you saw in the couple of the videos that I made for the vacation that I had this item, my Transformers Dark of the Moon pinball machine. I got this off of eBay last year for, I think, $35. Now, when I got it, as you can see, the box isn't really in the best of shape. There's Optimus Prime, and I like how they make the thing look, you see the kid right there playing it. It looks larger than life, like a real pinball machine. But the unit itself, it's compact, It's very portable. I mean, it's a little bit bulky. I mean, it'd be something to take on a road trip. And of course, when I received the item in the mail, it was really cool that it came with the instructions, how to put the batteries in it. And, well, it was also missing a leg. But thankfully, I have a friend that has a 3D printer that can print out stuff in plastic. And he went ahead and I gave him the leg, and he made 2 copies of the leg. Now, what I want to do is let's check this bad Oscar out, shall we? Without any further ado. And remember, if you are new to the channel, please hit a like, subscribe, leave comments down in the box below, and ring the bell for notifications, and tell all your friends. Without further ado, let's get this bad Oscar underway. Autobots, roll out. See, here's the unit itself. It's got a digital scoreboard, and I like the fact that it's got Bumblebee and Optimus Prime on the scoreboard. And you got this button right here that resets everything. And of course, here's what the playing field looks like, where they put Optimus Prime in there, and they put all the symbols, and they also have the Autobots symbol. Now, to play this pinball, it's like, it's just like any pinball machine. Well, they try to, at least. You see, this lever right here will release the ball when it comes in the gutter, and it also tells you, how many turns you have. And then, of course, you got the plunger right here. And then to power it, it requires 2 C batteries to power it. And then the switch is in the back of the scoreboard right here. And where I say it's very compact and it's very portable for a bulky item, because you could do this with the scoreboard. And I mentioned the legs have been replaced right here and here. And they're detachable too. You see, so like, let's say 20 or 30 years down the road, see they're detachable and everything? Let's say 20 or 30 years down the road, I go to an antique show, or I go to a vintage toy auction. I could probably bring this with me, and, I could probably make some money off selling it. So that's why I'm going to keep the box, and I have another one like that, which I'm going to do a review on as well. But let's see what it's like when it plays, when it's turned on. I mean, this rock music that's playing repetitively, the same notes and the same rhythm, I believe it's part of the music, it's part of the music from Dark of the Moon. And when you're playing, like, let's say you hit the flipper, see? The bumpers light up, and it makes that noise. Now, here's what happens when you play it. It's hard to do this holding the camera at the same time and, playing. And there's my score, 70 points. But yeah, it is, believe it or not, it is actually fun to play. It's one of those things, it's fun to break out. And, when you're bored, like, especially down here in Florida where we get a lot of hurricanes and the power will go out. If you got good enough batteries, fresh batteries, and you want to have something to occupy the mind while, you wait for the power to be restored. It's just like the tabletop Pac-Man game, like from Coleco. It's really good to have something to occupy the mind. But, take a good look at the unit. I mean, it's not a real pinball machine, but closest to. I mean, I love how they put Optimus Prime right here, just consuming almost the entire play field. Yeah, he's letting Megatron know, yeah, you're not going to take over. You're not going to take over. And then there's Bumblebee right up there. But yeah, if you could find yourself one of these on eBay, I say go for it. I mean, it is great for anybody that's a collector of Transformers. I mean, and make one great collection piece. I mean, you could put it up there with your vintage Optimus Prime and Megatron on the shelf. Put it up there with your, Transformers Generation 2 Tiger handheld. And, it's perfect. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. Um, it was not really a good day at Universal for me. I'm still waiting on them to contact me, to say, instead of giving me the advertisements and discounts that they've been emailing me, it's like, I want to talk to somebody, about what happened. And if they can rectify the situation, I would even accept a couple complimentary passes to come back anytime. I'll accept that because I said that it was like the summer of 1990 all over again. Let me tell you what happened in 1990. I don't know if I told you about it, but the only thing we were able to do at the time, me and my mom, was the Ghostbusters Spooktacular, the Hanna-Barbera adventure. This is how old this place is. Um, King Kong was closed. Well, it was Confrontation at the time. Earthquake, they only did the show. And Back to the Future, they were still constructing. Because I remember walking over by the area, they had all the, construction trucks and everything like that over at the ride building. And, we were only able to do the shows like the Alfred Hitchcock Theater. What else was there? The Murder She Wrote sound show, sound effect show. You know, uh, a lot of stuff. There wasn't much to do except walk around and enjoy the sights. And I'm sorry, but when you go to a theme park, you want to go on all the rides. You want to do more than just walk around and enjoy the sights. You want to go on all the rides. You know, you want to do it all. And, one thing I have to credit, this is why I always say that I gravitated more towards Disney over the years than I did Universal. Disney was the first I ever went to. Universal was yet to be just, yet to even have ground broken down. But but yeah, here's the thing though. You see, when you're the last, let's say we're the last few guests shuffled out of the park at closing, as soon as they get us on the monorail or the ferry to go back to the parking lot, they get in guys, maintenance engineers and maintenance guys to get in the parks, make sure everything is well maintained, nothing's broken, and if there is damage, repair it. And they work until before the crack of dawn, until right before, long before the park opens. And what happens is, they make sure everything is in perfect working order. So if we're going the next day, then you know what? Hey, we're going to have a blast. But anyway, that's what I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about, what happened. Once again, I do apologize for what happened because things didn't happen the way I wanted to. Maybe there was a reason, who knows. And I'm happy to say that I got a lot more subscribers. To you new subscribers out there, well, I got maybe 3 or 4 new ones, but to you new ones out there, thank you so much. Welcome. Enjoy the videos. And if you like what you see, like I've said before, hit like, subscribe, comment, and ring bell for notifications. And, we'll have a blast and tell your friends all about the channel. And, well, hopefully we'll be doing more adventures like that. I'll be able to, with the perks I have for the hotel, maybe I'll have I'll have time to take advantage of more perks and we can go on more adventures like that. But, right now I got to go ahead and I got to get ready because I got church soon, and later on I got to go to my second job at the hotel. Yeah, I know. You think to yourself, how does this guy do it? He's got a YouTube channel and two jobs. Well, it's all self discipline, it's all motivation and sacrifice. I'm looking into another venture where I'm not going to have to work two jobs, where I'm going to make, better money and have a career, which I'm going to talk about. I'm getting ready to do a new, on this same channel, a third video show, along with Kicking It Old School and now the monthly narc, and I got to get ready to put out a monthly narc video. But I'm going to call it the Weekly JS. Kind of got a ring to it, where I'll make a video and talk about things in general. Maybe go exploring some places. Who knows? The sky's the limit. Always remember what was said in the first Back to the Future movie. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Anything's possible in this world. But at any rate, if you can ever come across, go on eBay, try to find yourself one of these. I mean, it's real cool to have as a collector's piece. It'll be great for a road trip. It'll be great for, like you have a party, you could put it up on the coffee table with a lot of other stuff. Have like a game night, make it feel like an arcade in your house. But at any rate, I got to go ahead and go for now. I just want to touch base with you on what happened. Like everything's kosher now, and all I got to do is hear from Universal Studios, on what can be done about this. But this is as usual, this is your old pal Russell J.S. I want to wish you all, get you enough, keep it fresh, keep it real, keep it chill. Get you enough of love, get you enough of, get you enough of peace, get you enough of tranquility, get you enough of less drama, no drama, get you enough of less chaos, no chaos, whatever your heart desires. Play some Atari, play some Nintendo, play some Sega Genesis. Listen to any kind of music you desire from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even 2000s and 2010s. Oh, I can't believe that. Watch some classic 80s movies, watch some classic 80s TV, and as always, I want to wish you Godspeed. May the force be with you always.